Good morning, everyone. How lovely to have you come pouring into the room for the daily antidote of song, looking across all these beautiful, shiny faces, new folk, familiar folk, folk that are going to become closer to us as we go on. Lovely to see you all, and we're going to welcome you into the room in song to a possibly recognizable tune. Oh, thank you, Bryn, for running the tech. It's great to see you, Jojo. Hello, Alex, Cumming, our guest. And lovely to see you, Susan in Cincinnati. Hello, Linda on Orcas Island. Hello to Arlene and Carolyn. Now both of them are usually elsewhere, but this week they're singing in Victoria with our choir. Hello to Anne in Nashville. It's great to see you, Luda in Victoria. Hello, Dennis up in Brentwood Bay. And Mary Cohen, see you there. Hello, Caroline in DC. Hello, Amanda and Miles. Great to see you, Athena in Brooklyn, perhaps. Hello, Trish in Victoria. Good morning or good evening, Ruth in Birmingham, UK. Hello to Bonnie in Boise. Lovely to see you, Annette in California. Hello, Anne in Silver Springs. Hello, Rebecca in Victoria. Great to see you, Aloysius. And hello, Delhi in Maryland, and Bob in Albany, and Marcia in Ontario. Hello, Gary in Massachusetts. Great to see you, James in Victoria. Hello, Loriana and Kay in Texas, and Carol J in Connecticut. Great to see you, Sarah Hartigan, and Nancy somewhere in Washington State with a lovely cow. Hello, Dan Walker in Vienna, and Hoda in the Kootenays in British Columbia. Good to see you, Ray and Lynn Levine. I do believe that is everyone. Isn't it remarkable? Today is day 1529 on the daily antidote of song. Welcome into the room, everyone, and welcome those on the live stream. We're so glad that you make the effort to be here, whether it's your first time or whether it's your 1529th time. You are welcome to be in this beautiful community of song.
We've got a great guest here today. It's Alex Cumming, who's originally from the UK and now based in Vermont, if I have that right. Welcome, Alex. Good to meet you.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, it's fine. It's funny. We've circled each other in the Daily Antidote for a long time, and this is the first time we've actually been able to speak together. It's great.
A pleasure.
A pleasure.
And just thank you for doing this in the morning for you folks. It's very 9 a.m. I am not even human at that point, so.
We are mostly human, and here we are.
we are mostly human, and I got to say, that we were inspired to use that melody of song, partly because it's we believe it's on your album, which I guess we'll talk about a little bit later. But when I first joined the Gettin' Higher Choir under the leadership of Dennis Donnelly, who's in the room, and Siobhan Robinson, who's not in the room right now, I personalized my binder, and look what I wrote on the cover.
Hey!
Keep them singing a beautiful song. Right.
So that was back in
gorgeous.
2011, I think. But anyway, a beautiful old piece of music.
Many things have led to this moment. So,
Yeah.
good to see you here, Alex. Would you like to launch into the song, or tell us a little about it, or tell us what's...
Yeah. Well, first of all, I will say I'm slightly flustered because we've had wonderful tech issues and my desktop crashed just as it reached 12 o'clock. So I'm on a different computer. So hopefully it all is working well.
Looking
but that
good.
maybe sort of paint the crazed face that I have today and why I'm at a slightly weird angle. But there we go. This hopefully will be good. This is a song, and as many of you know, I'm a huge nerd and I spend a huge amount of time doing research in libraries. I've been here and done I've talked all about Olive Dame Campbell and many other incredible, inspirational women who are a huge part of the folk revival in the early 1900s. And then it just dawned on me that this would be a really good song to sing. It's a song by Piers Cawley, who's an English singer and songwriter. He lives up in the Doncaster, Yorkshire, Sheffieldy area. And he just wrote this fantastic song, Standing Up for the Libraries. And it's just another thing that's really came to my mind recently, particularly with places such as Florida and other more red states, like basically emptying libraries full of these stories, and it's where people find their liberation and learn about the world. And so I thought I'd sing this song. I'll sing you the chorus first so you get the gist of it. It goes like this. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. Try that. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. Next bit. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of stories waits for you behind the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. A sea of stories wait for you behind the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. So this was written right at the time where the Conservative government in the UK started cutting a bunch of libraries, and a bunch of local libraries started closing or losing a lot of resources. But it has so many more meanings over here now as well. So this is Child of the Library, Piers Cawley. Let's start with the chorus. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of stories wait for you behind the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. The libraries are where I've made some friends I've known my whole life through. The Walkers and the Blacketts and the Pevences, so true. Simp the canine, cannonball, Galadrial the fair, the daughter of a pirate's king, and Paddington the Bear. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of stories wait for you behind the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. I travelled south to Shackleton and all his gallant crew, the African interior that Mary Kingsley knew. I've roamed the trackless prairies where the bison used to roam. I've flown around the universe, not half an hour from home. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of stories wait for you behind the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. As I grew, the library fed my curiosity. It's all there for the taking, and all of it for free. It's where I found the stories that I couldn't find at home. It's where I learnt I was myself and not my father's clone. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of stories wait for you behind the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. Dance break! history, don't let them fade away. Teach the kids your library's where you go on Saturday. Don't let the bastards tell you it will cost too much to save, while they're shoveling our taxes down the hole the bankers made. So make a stand for your library, stand up while you can. Stand up for your freedom, stand for your fellow man. Ignorance is never bliss, don't close the library door, for a library lost is lost forevermore. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of stories wait for you behind the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore, for a library lost is lost forevermore. Child of the library. Whew. It gets me every time, that song. It's very...
Wow.
It has a new prominence every single time I sing it.
Wow, that's fabulous. I love that. I'd never heard that before. Thank you for bringing that to us, Alex. I'm wondering, by enthusiastic wave, how many of us have fabulous memories, or just use our local libraries? Anybody in the room do that? Yeah. Fantastic.
I can imagine that was part of your young upbringing, Alex, spending lots of time in libraries yourself.
Oh, yeah. Well, and also what was cool, I grew up in rural England, so our library was on a giant bus and it came around every Thursday morning. It was great.
Okay. Huh.
Fantastic.
Well, there's a big event coming up that you're involved in.
Well, yeah, so right now it's actually happening right this second. So many of you in this room, but some of you might not know that I'm involved in the Revels, as many people have been in some way over the years, and I'm the artistic director for Revels North up in New Hampshire. And this current 24 hours, since 5 p.m. yesterday until 5 p.m. today, is a giant, big, statewide non-profit fundraising 24 hours, which is absolutely crazy. Another reason why I'm slightly crazed, because I haven't been awake for 24 hours, but I've been busy at it. And we're fundraising currently because the exciting news with Revels North is that we have a new home and we have some demolitions happening this month. And in the fall, we are going to be opening the Revels North Centre for Traditional Arts, which is beautiful. Incredibly exciting. And it's going to be a new home for many different traditional arts, folk song and dance. We're hoping to build it out to other arts and crafts and to food from all different cultures. And we're going to really become... and start off this incredible space, which I feel really, really lucky about, to celebrate traditional arts from across our cultures and across the globe, which is really exciting. So that's what we're fundraising for at the moment. And those of you here who know, I am so incredibly passionate about community folk arts. I think it has a huge importance. I mean, it's why I do what I do now. It's how I met my wife, because of community folk. It's why so many of us do what we do. And so... you're all welcome. If you, as much as you can give, as small or as little, you're welcome. Or what is also just as helpful is if you head to our Facebook, you can just share it, or share the news about the Centre for the Folk Arts, for the Traditional Arts, because spreading the word is ultimately the goal, and it's super exciting. So yeah, we've raised quite a bit already, and I'm very excited, and I'm really grateful for everybody who's donated so far. But as you can imagine, with demolitions coming up, there is a lot of sorting of costumes coming up and a lot of rehoming of things while that happens. And I'm conveniently can't do any of it because I've broken my ankle, so I'm stuck at home while everyone else does the work. So in a way, I'm sad about my ankle, but also that's a lot of hard work and I don't have to do it. So,
Wow, that's it. Well, at least, I mean, with the broken ankle, you will only be able to participate in 2 of the 3 what are sometimes called like the technologies of human connection, which have been going on for millennia. And those 3 technologies are storytelling, music or singing, and dance. So you've got the storytelling.
I wouldn't be able to say I could play for dance. I'm not sure I'd be a very good candidate
Well,
for
there you go.
dancing right now, but
Participating in it. Yeah, there you go.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
That's
So
right.
in the chat are the links to things like Give to Rebels North. So that's wonderful to hear, and all best wishes for the fundraising.
it's
and
exciting. It's,
Ah.
I mean, I get to do what I do, but at a center and be able to bring other people in to teach me what they do, and obviously other people too. But I'm being completely selfish because I get to learn from so many other people with this new project. So, haha.
Right. We've got to do a road trip sometime.
Oh,
Come up
yeah,
to the East
totally.
Coast. We're a long way. but
100%.
it's possible to get there. Can we talk a little about your recent album release?
Oh, sure, yeah.
We had a chance to listen yesterday. Look at that. There's
Oh,
the
look at
album
that
cover.
handsome chap. Yeah.
Album Homecoming. It's a great album, a mix of traditional tunes and some of your own, some instrumentals, some songs, beautiful stuff. I'm sure everyone here would enjoy to hear more of it, and it's available now. That album cover is quite interesting. Yeah, those are ruins somewhere, would I guess?
Yeah.
Over in England?
No, it's over here. It's actually just over the border because I'm in Brattleboro, Vermont, as many of you know, as many of the Daily Antidote singers are. And it's just over the border in New Hampshire. It's a place called Madame Cherie's Forest. I mean, it's a derelict manor house up in the woods. And we, if you put the photo back up again, I'll be able to point out a couple of things.
It's beautiful.
I expected
But
a
we
hobbit
took-
to come wandering out anyway.
I know. We took this photo. It's actually taken by an amazing photographer from Orkney, who's also an incredible singer and fiddle player I play in a band with, called Louise Bicken. And we ended up in February last year, traipsing for about half a mile, all the equipment. So the equipment and the chair and the table and all that through February, which is full of snow and ice. So it was very slippy and a nightmare, but it paid off because the photo's really cool. She's an incredible vision for a photographer, and it's sort of the idea of like this home, but in the middle of the woods where, you know, in nature where I feel the most happy, you know.
Right.
Apart from being in a library, of course.
Great.
Gotta say, we love the boots though, too.
Oh,
Can we
yeah.
have that shown up again?
Because like the boots
There's
or something.
So these are one of my favorite things I've ever found, and they were found by accident. I was walking through Arlington, Mass, and there was a thrift store that just had a bunch of stuff outside, and it had these boots outside. They're proper Doc Martens. They're flowery Doc Martens, and they were in exactly my size and were about $10. And it was like I wasn't planning to buy anything, but they were there, and it just had to be. And they're now my favorite shoes. Though I can only currently wear one of them right now because I'm wearing a giant broken ankle boot right now. But, you know, still.
Yeah.
And am I right? You just came off a tour. You were in the UK to tour for your album.
Yeah, so I just came off tour. I was I saw actually there's a couple of people in here I think, which is awesome. Yeah, I was actually there mostly doing Ruth, yay, hi. I was mostly there being American actually, playing for contra dances, but managed to squeeze in a couple of album shows too. But I spent 3 weeks in the UK, which I haven't done for quite a while. So I haven't toured there since pre-pandemic, so it was magic to see so many people. I got to see some of my old bandmates, including Nicola Beasley, who some of you have heard some of her music that I've played with. So actually I performed this song, Child of the Library, with her many years ago, and I think it's on an EP somewhere. So yeah, it was just magic. And now my accent is even more English again. Now I've managed to top it up.
You can do that.
once in a
I
while.
want to let people know if they want to know more about the album. You've got great liner notes on alexcumming.com. There's loads of information about the songs that will inspire you to want to buy that album. The full liner notes and lyrics are all up there.
Yeah.
Props to you for having that all available for the geeks who want to get all the details.
And we weren't asked to give a plug for this, but you are the mastermind behind the albums that supported the Daily Antidote itself, aren't there?
Yes.
The whole
Yes.
compilations from various guests over the years. So
Yeah.
kudos and appreciation for that great resource.
It was
that is
magic,
out
and
there still.
And I believe, Jojo, we have slight tentative plans in the works for some more. So you watch your space. Yeah.
Okay, we'll put a tiny plug because we and the Getting Higher Choir got a track onto that album. We thank you for taking care of that. And we've got a concert on Friday, and we've got a link Oh goodness, I have to find that link so that if anyone wants to watch it online, they can do that.
But maybe while Dick's tracking that down, can we reprise that song, because it is so fun and so important? And I can see us, getting out there with placards and singing it and bringing it to whatever it's needed.
It's just a cracking song. And actually, what's amazing, Piers, I didn't rewrite the song because I'm not much of a songwriter. I've only ever written one song that I like, but so I'm not much of a lyricist. But Piers, if people really like this song, Piers has invited you to write your own versions. There's parts of this here where it mentions songs, stories that he grew up reading. And if you enjoy and want to learn this song, he's welcomed everybody to add their own stamp to it and the stories that were important to them as they were growing up as well. So I think it's just so lovely. He knows the importance of this this message, and is very happy for people to credit him. Of course, I think we should definitely credit him, but also to grow the song in a true, proper folk song fashion, which is really nice. It's quite, it's magic. All right, are we ready? I will start with the first verse because I think we've got the hang of it now. And people are sharing their own stories. So maybe during this, if you have any books of your stories that have meant a lot to you over the years and you have time to run to your bookshelf, feel free to show them during this because it just shows the magic of the library and reading and books and learning. The library's where I've made some friends I've known my whole life through. The Walkers and the Blacketts and the Pevences so true. Simp the canine, cannonball, Galadrial the Fair, the daughter of a pirate's king, and Paddington the Bear. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. The sea of stories wait for you behind the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. I've travelled south with Shackleton and all his gallant crew, the African interior that Mary Kingsley knew. I've roamed the trackless prairies that the bison used to roam. I've flown around the universe, not half an hour from home. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. It made me love about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of stories wait for you behind the library door. Don't let it wait afford it anymore. As I grew, the library fed my curiosity. It's all there for the taking and all of it for free. It's where I found the stories that I couldn't find at home. It's where I learned I was myself and not my father's clone. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of stories wait for you behind the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore. So make friends with your library, don't let them fade away. Teach your kids the library's where you go on Saturday. Don't let the bastards tell you it will cost too much to save while they're shoveling our taxes down the hole the bankers made. So make a stand for your library, stand up while you can. Stand up for your freedom, stand for your fellow man. Oh, ignorance is never bliss, don't close the library door, for a library lost is lost forevermore. I'm a child of the library, it made me who I am. It taught me about freedom and the fellowship of man. A sea of stories wait for you behind the library door. Don't say we can't afford it anymore, for a library lost is lost forevermore. Our libraries!
Yes.
Protect them, protect them, protect them. There was 2 wonderful moments during that I realised was complicated. You noticed I stumbled with the words on the choruses because I was getting excited about everybody's books, and it's hard to sing a song and read titles of books at the same time, so that's my own fault. And secondly, because I broke my right ankle, and that's what I normally tap my foot to, it's incredibly complicated to play accordion and not tap your foot. And so parts of that was like, la 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 la, ow, la 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 la, ow. So, all the things that were going through my brain during that.
Oh.
Well done. Putting it all together, Alex. Thank you so much.
Wonderful
Thank you
song.
all so much. And yeah, please do go check out revelsnorth.org just to find out what we're up to. I'm posting lots of updates about what's going on with Revels North in the coming months. So check it out. Yeah.
Great. So good to meet you here, Alex. I think we're birds
You
of a
too.
feather in some ways. I didn't even get to talk about Unitarian connections. All right,
I know.
another day.
Yeah, another time. This won't be the last for sure.
Right, and the fact that big comfy chair on your album cover would go perfectly with our great big sofa in our
it's
living
true.
room.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So-
You're welcome to have it. It's been in the mud, snow, and ice, so you're welcome to have it. Actually.
Okay, well, please bring it out. Bring it out for us. We'll give you a place to stay. We're on the opposite side of the continent, but all is well.
Hooray!
Yay!
Brief mention, Getting Higher Choir. Our special guests are Mom Muse. They are coming to be in town here with us. The concert will be on YouTube Live. I just pasted in the chat. Oops, here's the actual link. And welcome with donations to the Kaya Connection, which supports development projects in villages in the Kaya region of Mozambique that we've been supporting for 25 years through the efforts of Siobhan Robinsong and Dennis Donnelly, who is here. Hey, Dennis.
And I want a shout out to Siobhan Robinsong, who is actually here in the room. She's under the name Bill Weaver, possibly on the second screen. So, hello, Siobhan. Lovely to see you, founder of the Getting Higher Choir, and as Dick mentioned, responsible for the connection that the choir has with the whole Kaya connection.
Right. And hello to our friends and colleagues of the Community Choir Leadership Program. We see you here as well. Hi, Mary. Okay, I think Joe has some other things for us to mention. Ta-da!
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, well, this week we have tomorrow Liz Mitchell, Grammy nominee, and Daniel Littleton. We have Mary Alice and Peter Amadon, the great couple of
Brattleboro
represent. Rowan Corbett will be here, and whoops, we just have to move this out of the way. And Doe Hoyer,
New to the room.
and being hosted by Moon Clementson, Andy Davis, Kathy Bullock will be here. Shruti has been here already, and you know us. So, Joe has something else for us to say. I think also she's going to put it up on the screen. Look at that.
What's going on?
Deeper Than the Skin, our buddy Greg Greenway and Reggie Harris. There will be, it is an in-person event. It will be streamed online. Welcome to join that for the fundraising. It's not required to contribute in order to be there, but it's requested. And as well, on the bill is Sweet Honey on the Rock, members of Sweet Honey on the Rock, and special guests. That's going to be something. We will not miss that.
We're going to do what we can to tune in from here. So, lovely
Okay.
to see a bunch of you.
There we go. One more thing.
JoJo's dear late friend Sonia Cohen-Kramer will be celebrated through the music of Elizabeth Mitchell, Daniel Littleton, Dan and Claudia Zanes, who've been often in this room, and all, as it says there, all artists connected with the Smithsonian Folkways label. That'll be an event not to miss. It's a ticketed event.
In person only.
Details there. Yes. And I think if there's other details you might want to know about, you can talk to Joe about those, or email JoJo. I hope we got that all covered. Look, I saw enthusiastic waves, so terrific.
Okay. Time to wrap it
Well,
up.
I think so.
Alex, thank you so much.
So great
What a pleasure.
to hear you with that fabulous accordion, and we look forward to hosting you sometime if you ever make it to the west coast of
Oh, yeah.
Canada and our little big island, and out here at Vancouver Island. It'd be lovely to see you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, everybody. You're all delightful.
Thanks. Okay, let's take it home.
We'll say goodbye with gratitude for the music of Alex Cumming. Thank you, Bryn, and thank you, JoJo. Good Goodbye, Susan in Cincinnati. So long, Linda on Orcas Island. Goodbye to Arlene and Carolyn. See you again soon enough.
Yeah.
Goodbye to Anne in Nashville and Mary Cohen. It's great to see you here. Take care, Carolyn in D.C. Goodbye, Athena in Brooklyn. Good to see you, Phil, and goodbye to Trish in Victoria. Goodbye to Ruth in Birmingham. Goodbye, Bonnie in Boise. Goodbye to Frank, also somewhere. Goodbye, Bob in Albany, New York. Goodbye, Dennis Donnelly in Brentwood Bay.
Hey.
Take care, Hoda, it's good to see you. We're sending hugs to you, Siobhan, under the name of Bill Weaver. Goodbye, Anna in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Goodbye, Annette in California. Take care, Mabel, Bob, and the Bears. Goodbye to Dan in Vienna. Lovely to see you here, Winnie in Victoria. Goodbye to the curly tops and your massive stack of books. I'm switching screens. Where am I now? Another pile of books with Amanda and Miles. Goodbye to Anne in Silver Springs and Storm in Massachusetts. Goodbye to Aloysius. Take care, Loriana and Kachina and someone else whose name I can't read. Goodbye to Marcia in Ontario. Goodbye, Carol in Connecticut and Sarah Hartigan, wherever you are. Take care, Nancy in Washington State. How we've grown to love the picture of your cow there. Goodbye to Linda in Massachusetts. Take care, Gary Pausner. We'll see you later, Elizabeth in California. It's lovely to see you. Goodbye, Kevin. Goodbye to Bob in Massachusetts. And all the rest of you watching the live stream or the recording. Isn't this sweet, this musical community? You're welcome here, whether it's day 1 or 1,529 as the case is today. We're glad you join us here in the daily antidote of song. Mwah. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Jojo, for all you do. Thank you, Bryn, for the tech. Alex,